Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tate Talks podcast. I'm with returning guest, Darcy motherfucking. It's weird how your middle name's motherfucking. Kavanagh.
That makes sense.
Yes.
I've fucked some others.
Oh, shit. You've heard it here first, ladies and gents. I had you on a few months ago for the podcast. We were talking about sales.
Yes.
All that sort of jazz. Recap, you've also got your own podcast, Getting Deep with Darcy Kavanagh.
Yep.
How's that going?
It's good. It's good.
You were saying that the downloads had increased and
Yes.
also the views and everything online for all your reels and whatnot had gone well as well.
Getting better. Got a sponsor. So that's a bonus.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
I do appreciate people giving me money to help me out
Yeah.
and make it, get a bit further, get some advertising into it.
Well, that was the thing we were talking about in the last episode that, you want to make sure that the things that you're putting time into that you value.
Yes.
And now that, you're getting a bit of monetary value to your time doing the podcast, because obviously, like for the people who don't know, Darcy's got like a studio in your house.
Yes.
You've got all the bells and
purpose-built
whistles.
room.
Yeah, the black room.
Yeah.
Which is sick. So I think it's every podcaster's sort of dream is to have like a specific spot in their house that they can have all their stuff set up and just go lights, camera, action.
I would
on.
prefer a studio.
Okay.
I just don't want to pay for one.
That's fair.
Yeah. So until there's like enough coming in to justify paying for one, then I'll do it. But like I'm paying for my house already.
Yep.
Because if I have my studio, there's like a few guests that I've like not got on because I don't really want to know where I live.
Oh, really?
Like there's been people I'm like, fuck, that'd be so interesting, but they're like volatile.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, if I bring him on, something goes wrong. Like a lot of people I won't have when my kids are there.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's certain people like, my kids will be fine if you're here. It's not the end of the world. They're in bed. But yeah, a studio would give like a little bit of like a boundary, I guess.
We would, sorry to cut you off, but we were just chatting about off air about, I don't, and people have asked me many, many times, and majority of my guests are male. And we were chatting about this, and I said that sometimes I put myself into their shoes, women, and I go like, they don't know me. Like, are they going to feel uncomfortable coming to like my house or me asking to go to their house or whatever that may be? And I always just go like, you know what? I won't even bother.
Yeah.
And
I did have a skimpy that came on once.
oh,
And she's like, can I bring a friend? And I said, yeah, no problem. So I was like, just you want to be on the podcast as well? And he goes, nah, just sit in the room. And I was like, cool.
okay.
Like if that makes you feel safe about doing it, no problems.
And that's one of my friends. She was on the podcast and I just asked, I was like, do you have any like advice or, for getting more women on the podcast or something? And she was just like, yeah, if you want to tell them to invite a friend over, sit to the side and you just talk, like just give them that option. If you're giving them that option, they should feel more safe that you're actually thinking of it.
Yeah.
And I have sent that message to a few people and they were like, what? Why do I need a friend? And I was just like, it's just for you. Like, what if you want to do it? And they're like, that's weird. And I'm like, you can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't. Sometimes you're just like, now I look like a creep because I've made it clear that someone said I'm creep. You're like, no, I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah. Like,
fuck you.
That's the thing as a dude, you just rock up. You're just like, well, I mean.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've walked down back alleys in the dark.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah. Going to someone's house to do a pod isn't a big thing for me. But I finished gigs around Freo and everywhere, and I walk freely to the train station and never think anything. And then I've had multiple times finish a gig and a girl's like, which way are you going? And I'm like, that way. And they're like, oh, good, I can walk with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, shit. Sort of forget about that.
I do get it, but because like I've had bad shit happen.
Yeah.
They're like, there's been plenty of times where I've walked home and had shit happen. Like I got pepper sprayed walking home once.
Really?
Yeah. I've got a bit about it, but you might not have heard it. I haven't bring it up very much, but I was quite literally walking home from a party one night with my girlfriend at the time, one of my other friends' girlfriends, and my friend's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
And we were about 3 houses from my house. And I lived on a main road at that point in time. Car drove past once. I'm super observant.
Mm-hmm.
Drove past the second time. I was like, fuck, get ready to run. They're like, why? And I was like, 3 times, that's stopping.
Yeah.
And we're getting rolled. So just like, we're not far from home. Just get ready to leg it. And like, sure enough, comes up from behind us the third time, pulls up about two houses in front, just
They come at
stops
ya.
on the road. What'd you say about my mum?
Oh.
And then just started running over to us. And like my girlfriend at the time, probably bad move. As soon as they got over, put on her phone light and was like, I know who you are. She didn't know who they were. But as soon as she got her phone light out, he just pepper sprayed me.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck. Oh, you're fucked. And then ran home. But then that led to a bunch of chaotic events of me trying to get pepper spray off my face,
Yeah.
which was pepper spray sucks.
I was going to say, like, the only people I know who have been pepper sprayed is police officers that have had to, the old school, I think they had to get pepper sprayed. To pepper spray
Yes, to be
someone.
used to it.
Yeah. And it was like, we want you to know how much this hurts. So if you're going to use it on someone, just know how much pain you're inflicting.
Yeah.
If this isn't a normal, like you shouldn't be doing this on a whim.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
And like I've never been pepper sprayed because I've done something wrong. That's the one time I got pepper sprayed. But just
Existing.
some cunts were just like, let's get him.
Were you drunk?
No.
No.
I was straight edge at that point in time actually.
Oh.
So I went to a party and I wasn't drinking or anything. I was just like, I was just a dickhead at one point where I was like, I'm going to be straight edge, just go. Now I was like, why? This is dumb.
Yeah.
But like it was Warnbro. So it was just chaos. Like it was bad shit happened all the time around there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you, to this day, you do know who it was or you don't?
I've got a suspicion on who it was, but no idea really. I'd never seen him before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him again. There was like some graffiti that was done real recently in the area.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's them. So I found out who that dude who was graffitiing was. Wasn't him. We ended up being mates, which was like funny. But so I never really, no one knew the story. Like I knew a lot of dodgy people.
Yeah.
So I was like, does anyone know about some fucking dickheads in this car getting out and just pepper spraying a random cunt that night?
Mm.
Sorry, I never got around. They might not have been from Rockingham.
Yeah.
Because that's my assumption is like they were out of towners. They were like, let's get a fucking pepper spray somewhere else. We'll go to a dodgy area so it's fine.
Yeah.
You know? It was really weird. Fucking sucked, dude.
Yeah.
Like I luckily didn't get it in my eyes. They just hit like my nose and my mouth and heaps went in my mouth and I just went, fuck, and just ran. And when I ran to the house that I was living in at the time, because I grew up really poor, so we moved into a house where another family was already living.
Oh.
And there was these people in the house that were pretty dodgy cunts, and they were like the son and his friends of the people who lived there.
Yeah.
So as I ran to the house screaming, what the fuck? And I busted in the door. These guys have all ran out, thinking that probably like, who the fuck's coming here to do this shit? Realized it's me, and then seeing my friends like, and then the guys got in the car and drove off.
Mm.
So like, it could have got worse, but still
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Just pepper spray a random cunt and just fucking.
I didn't even know you could get pepper spray in Australia.
Yeah, you can buy it in shops.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a few people who've had it. I had a friend who tested it in a sink once, and he was like, I just want to see what it does. And then because the sink's like a bowl and there's like spray on it, it just dusted the kitchen.
Yeah.
So 3 people ended up breathing it in and were fucked.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, so you're fucking playing with fire, cunt.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's airborne. Yeah.
And it sucks, man. I like try getting off my face for ages with like water and shit. I was like patting bread on my face, milk, just anything.
Patting bread, made a sandwich.
Well, I was just thinking like this is going to like absorb it or something. I was just like anything. I was just all these ridiculous things. And at some point I've like scratched my nuts.
Nice.
And it just went to my nuts.
Yeah.
So my nuts were on fire. It's the middle of winter. I was in my backyard and there was no hose. So I was at a tap in my backyard, in his backyard. I shouldn't say mine because we were there, but we weren't. Because I couldn't use the shower. I forgot to mention this. Couldn't use one of the fucking 2 bathrooms because one was the family that was there before us. It was their ensuite and they were asleep somehow. Mm-hmm. and then the other one had their dog locked in it, and they couldn't let the dog out.
What kind of
Dude, it's fucked. And I'm like,
it's a sitcom.
it's just bullshit. Like, this is my actual life, and I've tried to turn it. It sounds like it's a lie half the time because it's so insane. And I'm like, you could see where the hierarchy of where I mattered in this family was. Like, someone's random dog mattered way more than I did.
Yep.
But I'm in the backyard, flicking water on my nuts, just like trying to get it off. Naked, dead naked. And my mate comes out in a sleeping bag, wrapped up, freezing his fucking ass off, shivering. I can see him shivering. He's like, bro, you okay? I'm just like, like, no, man. Like, I'm fucking dying. Like, I don't know how to fix this problem that I've fucking created. It was so shit.
It's not funny, but it's extremely
It is.
funny.
It's hilarious now because it's not happening to me. But at the time, it sucked. But like a week later, I was like, it's just fucking hell. And it ends up like I got into bed with my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And the next day, she had a rash over her whole body.
Oh.
And she had to go to the hospital and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck was this? And it must have been because I never showered.
Oh, yeah.
I just fucking flicked water. I was like, just cold water. I'm like, trying to figure it out. And it must have just transferred to her.
Yeah.
And then I was fine after the next day. But I'd spent so long just trying to get rid of that shit, man.
Yeah, fuck.
I genuinely was like, I think being stabbed would be better. Like, I think a stab wound, like, you get a lot of adrenaline, hurt. If you don't die, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But like pepper spray is wild, whatever that does.
I think it's even like designed to like make your brain
Hate you.
Yeah, like probably like scientific stuff behind it to make it like go tenfold, just irritate and like open up pores and this and that. They're very good. Like it
is honestly, it's an experience that I'm happy I've been through it because I got to witness it, and like I like having fucked up experiences. Just be like, all right, yes, that does suck.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't recommend anyone do it. It's pretty bad.
I have the weakest eyes. Like they're gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But any sort of like little bit too much sunlight, wind, anything in the air, I'm just like, oh God, I can't see.
Oh.
Like I'm so bad. You got blue eyes as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Apparently that's a thing. Like blue eyes are just not that strong.
The eye doctors tell me this shit, but I think they're full of shit. Because I don't wear sunnies ever. Hate them. Refuse to wear them. And every time I go, because I've got glasses, they'll be like, oh, your eyes are really sensitive to light. And they're like, they're in really good condition. You must really look after them. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, how would I look after them? Oh, wearing sunglasses. I've never wore sunnies. And they're like, oh, there's no way. Your eyes are in way too good condition. And I was like, I bet the opposite. I reckon the fact that I've never wore sunnies is the reason they're in good condition, is because I haven't gone, hey, be soft, be weak. Let this shit shade it.
Maybe. I didn't wear sunglasses. I don't usually wear sunglasses. It's only in WA. Because you guys, don't think clouds have been fucking invented here.
Yeah.
Because everywhere else you have cloud cover. Here it's just blue skies and a 1,000-degree fucking sun.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
The sunnies, I tried to get used to them. I wore them a little bit when I was playing poker, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But that was more the LED lights. When you're in the casino for like 12 hours, the LED lights actually fucking hurt. And wearing sunnies at a poker table, for some reason, seemed to stop me getting headaches after the games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever have good wins?
Yeah.
Casino?
Yeah.
So you'd play long form poker?
Yeah. Cash games for just hours and hours and hours.
What's the longest you've been at a poker table for?
Probably 12
hours.
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah. Probably 12 hours.
Okay, so how does that work? You play a game of poker in a casino.
Yep.
And
so there's two different ways you can play it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you play at tournaments, they have like a set time limit or until somebody wins. So a lot of like the pub tournaments in WA have got 6-hour limits.
Yep.
So you go in, pay your money, you play, and then if you get knocked out, you're knocked out, and then it's till one person wins everything.
Yep.
Cash games are a never-ending game.
Yeah.
Until the game stops. So you have $1 or $2 blinds or $3 or $4 blinds or fucking 3 and 5, whatever it is, and it's every hand. If you're in the small blind or the big blind, you have to put in that amount of money.
Yep.
And then if you're not, you have a choice to come in or not.
Yeah.
And then every bet that gets raised or however much goes in, whatever people are betting, that's how much you have to put into play.
What's the most you've ever won
In a night or
in a night? Yeah.
about $2,000.
$2,000?
Yeah, I think that was, I would have it listed somewhere.
Yeah.
I think $2,000 was like the most in a night, which is pretty good for me at that point. Tournament, what was the one? I won 1,400 in a tournament once.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about $2,000. I think $2,000 might be the spot. That was pretty good.
How many hours was that?
Fuck knows how many hours that was. It's like I just used to keep stats on it.
Yeah.
Because any good poker player should be recording your stats. Because you want to know what your hourly rate is.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Yeah, so your hourly rate's really what you got to work off. Your win in a session doesn't fucking matter if your hourly rate's negative.
Yeah, okay.
Because then you're a losing player.
Yeah.
But your hourly rate when you're playing is your actual win rate.
Mm.
So you can lose for fucking 16 hours straight and then win for, 2, but your hourly rate goes up because that 2 hours of winning was so much better than that 6 hours of losing.
Yeah.
So yeah, your amount you win per session doesn't matter too much. It's your hourly rate that is really your gauge on skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my hourly rate was never amazing.
Is this just Texas Hold'em?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play other games, but they're not really big games for them. I'd play them just to learn them.
Yeah, okay.
My favorite one that was pretty fun was triple draw 7 deuce, which is like the opposite of Hold'em.
Okay.
You have to get the worst hand possible.
Oh.
So the idea is like you want to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have a 6 because then you don't have a straight and you have 5 cards in your hand and you can throw cards in 3 times. So you want to try and get the worst possible hand. No pairs, no nothing. You want to get dog shit.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in stand-up?
Stand-up has been in my life forever, really.
Mm.
I used to watch heaps of stand-up when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I used to always watch Comedy Central on Foxtel.
Yep.
Whenever we had it, and when we didn't, I just, watch whatever I could get my hands on.
Yep.
And I always thought it was amazing. It's just so funny. Like someone making a story up or telling you a story or turning it into a joke was just the funniest thing ever to me. Like even better than, I used to watch all comedy movies, obviously. Adam Sandler was a massive favorite.
Yep.
But seeing like Carl Barron, Sam Simmons, Eddie Murphy, and then as I got a little bit older, when I was like 17, 18, 19, like Bill Hicks, George Carlin and shit, and I was just like, these guys, it's just like it's a different area of the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's so good. But like the silly cunts like Sam Simmons would make me just piss myself laughing at just how stupid but funny it is of this weird shit that he's doing. But then you've just got Carl Barron who can turn anything into funny.
Yeah.
Like the most basic of shit and just have like this weird callback to it. And Eddie Murphy just pointing out just a true stupidity of like poor shit. He's like, I got the ice cream. You ain't got the ice cream. And obviously like Bill Hicks and George Carlin, it was like, you've pointed out how fucking bullshit the world is and managed to make it funny.
That is. I went and saw Doug Stanhope. When was that?
That wasn't that long ago, I think.
It wasn't that long ago, yeah. March or something, maybe. And that was great. Yeah, I think it was March.
Just pointing out the intricacies of stupidity in the world and how that is actually funny because you can just go, boom.
Yeah. The craziest thing I think for me was, so it was at the Comics Lounge in Melbourne. There was like, I would say sold out, so close to 500 people there. And one of the coolest things was like, obviously he's a massive pisshead. And that's his thing. He's an alcoholic. Allegedly. I don't know if he would call himself an alcoholic. But he gets to the end of his set and he was like, I'm trying to bring back one of like my past bits. So each show that he was trying to remember something. And once he said that, the amount of people that were just calling out his bits, like, do the blah, blah, blah story, do this, do that. Blah, blah. And I was looking around and just seeing, like, I really like Doug Stanhope. I'm not a huge fan that knows all these shit, you know, the greatest hits. But when people were doing that, I was genuinely blown away that I'm like, fuck, this dude has bits that are so good that these guys want to hear it again and again and again. And that's when you know you've had a pretty good fucking career, that people know your bits and they're like, oh, I fucking love this joke.
Well, some things in stand up are like advice.
Mm.
Like I've listened to motivational speakers and all that heaps as well, because the same thing, man. They have this nugget of information. They've just worded it in a way that they've made it funny so it's fun, but they can deliver some of the worst things on earth.
Yeah.
You know, like stand-up has that bit about doing things in excess every now and then, as opposed to, you know, just don't drink 2 beers a night. Drink 400 beers in a fucking on one weekend and just really go hard. Like, don't spend $100 on a hooker every week. Spend $2,000 on a hooker and get her to shit on your chest or something. Like, you're like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
And it is like, that's advice, but he's made it funny. Because it's like moderation matters. Don't just do the same thing over and over again and be stuck in this shitty loop.
Yeah.
Go fucking hard. Enjoy the fuck out of it. And then be like, all right, I can't do that again for a while.
Yeah. I think that is the way. Like I always, like I've struggled with my weight forever, and I've always like just eaten sort of what I've wanted to eat, but I think I'd go a hell of a lot better if I saved it.
And just smashed it for one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like just for like, you know, clean eating for a while and then have like a couple of few days or whatever. But I think that's that when you build a bad routine,
You're fucked.
yeah,
You just go back to that pattern.
yeah,
And everything, I think everything in existence is a pattern. Like if you look at like, do you know what cymatics are?
Mm.
So cymatics is where they'll like, you can put like sand or like water on like a plate that has a vibration of sounds, and then it will make a pattern. And so like every sound realistically has a pattern, every frequency has a pattern, and you'll see them patterns repeated in the world.
Yep.
Like if you look at a pattern of like a tomato, if you cut it, like the cross section of it looks like a cymatic. It's things like, it's just weird things like the shape of a fucking building. If you cut it on a cross section, same thing again. So I think that everything, there's a theory out there from like really cool people that think that everything's actually made up of frequencies.
Yeah.
And that sound, and that there's an idea that God, the first thing that happened wasn't light, it was sound. But God said, let there be light. So the first thing was sound, not light. And so that's realistically the two things that are the makeup of the universe is just sound and light, but sound was first, and frequency and light is what it is, which light is technically a frequency and sound is technically a frequency.
Getting deep with Darcy Kavanagh, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Yeah. So I think it's just, there's that much of that out there. You find these little nuggets and you're like, how the fuck did anyone figure this shit out?
What gets me though, like, because I'm a fucking simpleton, when people start to make a good point, they can convert me to anything. That's my issue. Like, I'm pretty confident, and I shouldn't say this, but I probably would have been a Nazi.
I think it's, if you're insane to think that most people wouldn't be. I lived through COVID.
Yeah.
In WA, in Melbourne.
Melbourne especially, it was brutal.
Well, here, like, everyone was just like stoked that no one could go to the pub.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you get fucking injected, you can't go to the pub anymore. You shouldn't have a job, shouldn't have any money. And then I called people out because I didn't get vaccinated. I lost my job over it. Couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yous. Like, this is Nazi Germany, cunts. And they're like, that's insane to say, they killed people. And I was like, bro, you're literally telling me to get something I don't want to get, or I can't go get money and I can't leave my house. That's imprisoning me in my own house and then telling me I don't have money to afford it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It was a weird time. It was a weird time. If there's not another one, then people are just going to be like, I suppose.
This happened before, but this isn't the first time it happened. They did it with Spanish flu. Back in fucking
every 100 years.
Early 1900, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I was reading about that back then going, they had masks back then and it didn't work. They did all this shit and it didn't work. But you know what happened? They did control people and they did fucking scare the fuck out of everyone.
It is weird.
It's crazy.
I can't agree that it would be like, and you're not saying this, but a conspiracy when people are like, it's the doctors and this and that, and they're all fucking blah, blah, blah.
So what I don't think it's as easy as like everyone's in on it.
Yeah, because
that's insane.
Like, you can't.
But I do think that people can be manipulated.
Well, I reckon they get the data and they go, for the future, we can do this because this is how they reacted this time.
Yeah. Well, governments 100% have crazy amounts of data.
Yeah.
You know, original religions have insane amounts of data and they hide it. Like the CIA's got crazy data that no one knows about. The Vatican Library is a fucking library that you can't go into unless you're high up in the church. So you go, why? That's not fair. Why don't you digitize everything so we can see it all and give us all access to it? Oh, because that much truth out there would be bad for society. And you're like, cunts. It's happened, right? So why has somebody got better access to it than somebody else? So I think COVID was the pharmaceutical companies seen a way to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Fear creates cash. People will move. This is probably better for the older podcast when we're talking about sales, but fear motivates sales more than happiness.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone that knows anything about selling deeply, saying this is scared. First person to make the vaccine works or not because we can just rush it out the door because you don't have to follow the same procedures because we can get some bullshit emergency use, make a fuck ton of money on it. And then every politician, if they don't know if it works or not, they don't need to know. They just need to be like, I look like a fucking hero if I do this. So they're playing to the nobility of them going, you're helping your country, your state, you're helping everyone out if you make sure you buy all these vaccines and make sure everyone gets it. You can get everyone back to health. So to think, oh yeah, they're trying to kill everyone? No. But to go, people got convinced into it being a great idea, very easy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we can pause. I really like, to be fair, like 9 times out of 10, I don't even like talking about it.
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah, because it's just a fucking time that you're like, it sucked.
It was great for me. I learnt in my head, I thought Nazi Germany couldn't happen. Again, I thought there's no way that people would fall for that shit. COVID happened. I was like, yep, they can. There is not a bigger resistance than I thought. Like the resistance factor in human beings there, like really, really helped me go like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not safe in this situation. I've got to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, it was just a weird time. It was. I feel for like obviously everyone in those times, but also too like obviously we do stand up.
Yeah,
and then like a lot of people, we know people that make their full livings from stand up and stuff like that, and they couldn't make money.
Well, that's the thing is you take away people's money, so they start following rules.
Yeah.
That's the whole, like it's, everyone had a reason to follow the rules, right? And everyone had pain that was being inflicted on them and fear. So they were like, oh, we have to now inflict this pain on everyone else and fear on everyone else so we can get back to normal.
Yeah.
That's the game plan, right? And for me, it's good because you learn that.
Yeah.
You say, oh, fuck, it's really easy to manipulate people if you have the right triggers. You can be like, hey, take away their money, they're fucked.
You should do this.
And it's only freaks, and I count that as myself and a freak in this situation. I was like, I will lose my job over this because I give a fuck. Like, I'm not doing this to myself. I don't care what you do. Whatever you do is your life. That's fine. But I ain't doing it. So fuck you.
Yeah. That's fair. Stick to your guns.
Yeah.
Stand-up wise, why did you get into it?
I did, my first gig was when I was like 19. So I did Raw when I was like 19.
19 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I entered it at 19.
Fuck, so you would have been, wait, so how old are you?
I'm 37. So like 2007, 2006, somewhere there.
In WA?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I did it once. One of my friends filmed it, but I never seen the footage.
Yeah.
I thought I did pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was 100% dirty jokes.
Yeah.
Because that's just who I was back then as well.
Yeah.
And I had one joke where I like dropped the mic in the cord and I swung it around like it was my dick, saying I was standing in some bed going, yeah, or something like fucked up.
Isn't that your opener these days?
And didn't get through, obviously.
Yeah.
And because that was the day when like I was still running like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 phone.
Yeah, okay.
So like no internet on my phone really.
Yeah.
It was still black and white screen. And I didn't want to be any kind of like known. I wanted to be more like a ghost. I had this weird thoughts from when I was younger, like I don't want him to know I am. I just want to make heaps of money and just be secret.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any extra research into comedy.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, I'm funny. I'll do it. I lost. I suck. I'm out.
Yeah.
And did one other gig for my mate who was a musician who didn't like hippie-ish music.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I'm doing a showcase. I'm having some rappers on. I'm like, come do it. And I was on there and I did like a 5-minute chunk. And I had all these like dick jokes. And then he was like, oh, you can't do any of them in the green room. And I was like, fuck. Right. So I like had to pretty much wing it.
Yeah.
And that didn't go well.
Yep. I could imagine.
It sucked.
Yep.
And it was hard. Like it really was like up there. It's like,
Yeah, you don't even know which thought pattern to go with, like, because you can start something and you're like, where's the funny? Because there's a few things that you can do stand up wise that will elicit a decent response.
yeah,
And it's not going to be hilarious, but it should at least be like a
get something.
you know, and then build from that. So if you can't, like, you know, that's why dirty jokes and stuff are so easy to do. You know,
Well, it's like if you've got something planned, it works. But it didn't.
Not always.
No, not always. Not always. But I just ate shit.
Yeah, and also too, so new in the game.
Second gig.
Yeah, it's
at
like,
a non-comedy gig.
What are you, fucking like Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, non-comedy gig.
Yeah.
Wasn't set up. That was like older people and like people like hippie music, and then there's me who's like a Darrow.
Yeah, you'd need to, just have a funny story.
I tried that.
Yeah.
Failed. Wasn't funny to anyone. But I'd always tell stories like my friends or like parties and I'd kill. But it was just like, and the amount of people that always like, you should do stand up, you should stand up, you should stand up. And I was just like, I tried it once. And then kind of brush it off. But I thought, yeah, I'll do it. But I need to be a millionaire first.
Yeah.
And
that can be my hobby.
yeah, like but not even then, because I was like, my hobbies had to make money.
Oh,
I had
really?
this thing, it's like everything I did had to make money. So I wouldn't do shit that wouldn't make money, except for skateboarding. Skateboarding was the only one I didn't try and make money out of.
Yeah.
Well, I did actually. I made a clothing brand at one point that failed. But I kind of like hit a point where I was like, I'm going to do it soon. And that was probably 2019. I was like, going to do it soon.
Wait, so 2007 was your first gig?
Yeah.
So 12 years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm going to become a comedian. I'm going to love it. I'm going to get into it.
Yeah.
2019 and then 2020.
Well, 2019 was like, I'm going to do it. And then I didn't.
Oh.
I still didn't do it. And I was like, I don't know why I'm funny. Like, I don't know I got way more analytical as I got older, way more like mathematical and shit. And I was like, I don't understand why I'm funny. I know I'm funny. I know I can make people laugh. I can tell funny stories. I've had a wild life.
Yep.
But why is it funny? Because sometimes I'll tell a story and it doesn't get the laughs that it did the first time. And I was like, I need to do just a course. I need to speak to somebody who does this shit all the fucking time and see how they break it down. So I just have some methodical bullshit to it. And I did Matt Stora's course.
Yep.
6-week course. First class was just like, get up, say, talk shit. I'm like, I'm not scared about talking. Like, I can fucking piss on someone's pocket in a pub when I'm blind. Like, I don't care.
Yep.
You
love pissing. If you go back to the episode that I did on Darcy's podcast, serial pisser here.
Serial pisser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a life habit. You got to do it.
Didn't get paid for that though. It was just a hobby.
just that was a hobby. Yeah. Should have got paid. Eh?
You'd probably get paid if you wanted to.
Yeah. Give me $20. I'll piss on you, mate.
Yeah.
And then the second lesson, he just broke down some like real basic things of like, you just have to get people to think one way and then change it, build tension, break tension. And I was like, oh, fucking light bulb.
Yep.
I was like, this all makes sense. That's why people laughed here when I was telling this story. That's why people were, and I was like, and there's a little bit, fuck. And then all these little like things just fell into place.
Yep.
And then I started writing my set from there. That fucking night, I was like, I get this, and just fucking went for it. And then I think my first set, I did the pepper spray story.
Okay.
Was in that.
Yep.
And I think I wrote this massive thing out, and I gave us a story to look at, and it was just the reactions he was getting from it, from just reading it. He's like, whoa, oh, fuck. Well, I was good, and he's like, this is wild.
Start singing.
I think he was just like, because he was like homeschooled and stuff, so he probably never even hung out with anyone as insane as like me.
Yeah.
And then he's just got me just this story of me getting pepper sprayed and fucking all these like weird like writing things that I'd learned and how I'd written it. I was like, fuck, this is mental. I had some bit in there that I ended up deleting because he's like, that's probably pointless. About this time I went into a toilet in Zambreros in Northbridge and it's fucking stunk.
Yeah, okay.
Worst, like one of the worst smells I'd ever smelled. My mate walked in and whenever I go into a toilet and it stinks, I'm like, oh, someone must be fucking dying there. Like, this is disgusting. What the fuck? And then this meat axe walks out of the toilet while I'm pissing. Big, massive dude. And I was like, fucking get bashed. And he just bails. I was like, sick. That's all right. I finished pissing. I go and stand in the hallway. My mate was still in the urinal, pissing as well. And I think that they didn't know there was two people in there. So a Down syndrome guy walked out of the toilet and then walked past me in the hallway. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did you see it? He goes, yeah, he came out of the same cubicle, dude.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, so they were fucking in there.
Oh.
Yeah. So this big meat axe dude was just nailing some Down syndrome fella in the toilet.
Hey, give him the benefit of the doubt. The fucking
Oh, yeah. Down syndrome could be nailing him. Cool. Yeah, good point.
inclusion.
Supposedly they love fucking, so that's a
Equality.
thing.
Yeah.
And it stunk. It stunk bad. And I was like, man, fuck, man, now I know what gay sex smells like. Like, that's what that is. So it snuck that in there because it was like relating to something in the story. It's like, you're going to get people so lost on that.
Yeah. I would, yeah, that's actually a good point. Because if those were going to be in the same story, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because that's like how my brain works. But like, okay, this links to that. And
it's like a Scrubs episode. Do you ever watch Scrubs?
Yeah. Just so much crap going on, but it's nothing. Yeah. I was like, all right, took it out. But that helped because now I'll go on tangents when I'm writing. Yep. And I'm like, remove it.
Well, that could be
that's a different bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a different bit.
Yeah. Because I'm just going to, like, over bullshit shit. There's going to be too much confusion. They're not going to link these other things that I'm linking in my head. I was like, that's good. But I'd never turn that into a bit because I found out it's realistically, like, it's not that funny.
And it's illegal, maybe?
What do you mean?
What kind of person have sex with a Down syndrome person?
I feel like it's not illegal because Down syndrome people still have brains. Like, they're not.
I understand that.
Yeah. So
but also at the same time, there's probably I don't know.
Well, Zambros is across the road from Connections.
If you've got Down syndrome and you're listening to the podcast, let us know.
You can provide consent,
if you saw Darcy Kavanagh in that bathroom. Fucking
no,
that meat axe.
I was in the hallway.
Yeah, sure you were.
Yeah.
The old I was in the hallway joke.
Licking off the seat afterwards.
Yeah.
But I was in the hallway after. So the big guy came out and left. I finished my piss, got out. Then my mate was still in there. That's why I was waiting. That's how this guy, it must have been, this was makes me help think it was like consensual and everything as well, is because he waited. Like the Down syndrome dude waited till I left the toilet because I made a noise when I went in there. Like, it fucking stinks. And then I've left. So they've heard the toilet, they've heard a door leave, a second door leave. And so he's left. But my friend was still pissing.
And now jerking off.
Well, it stunk. It wasn't a good smell, dude.
Wow.
Like if I was nailing someone and it smelled like I was nailing, I wouldn't come. There's no chance.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it was rough, eh? But yeah, I never figured out how to turn it into like an actual like funny story with how a joke's written. It's like it's funny because it's just like it's a weird turn of events, but like it's not hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, I randomly caught people fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got plenty of those myself, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're just like, I know this is funny, but I don't know how to get the funny onto stage. And I always say that there's a lot of jokes out there. Like everyone's capable of jokes, but getting up on stage and going from or that joke, that response to ha 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 ha.
I'm fucking dying.
Oh my God, I'm dying. Well, that's extremely hard to do. That's the next level.
Yeah.
The in between of just like, ha, actual sounds coming out. That's tough. It really is. Because everyone's got stories.
Yeah.
But most people, I find, cannot retell those stories in a funny way.
Yeah, they don't understand. Well, that was what I thought when I started. I was like, I don't know how to make sure this is funny. Like I know it's funny, but because I found out when I had that second lesson with Stora, I was like, I do some of this shit unintentionally.
Yeah.
You'll realize they'll be like, I know if I do this here, this, but you don't know you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's just a way you like orchestrate conversation.
Yeah. I've always been against comedy workshops, just me personally. I don't know why. I think there was very much a you can't teach funny, but hearing it in the way that you've actually described of not knowing how to sort of piece the puzzle together,
Well, it's not only the
that
why.
actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the why to me. That's what it is. It's like,
yeah.
why is this funny?
Yeah.
Because funny's a fat kid falling downstairs. You know? Why is that funny? Because I'm not a fat kid falling downstairs.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. Right? But then you're like, okay, what makes, someone saying that funny? You say, I've seen a fat kid fall downstairs. You're like, you're an asshole. Oh, fuck, I am, eh?
Mm.
Why would I find that funny? Then you kind of, the mechanics of it is what I needed to know
Yeah.
to make me
working
feel
out,
good about
yeah.
writing it. Yeah.
You've got the cake, you need to work out how to bake it.
Yeah.
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 It's like, here's all the ingredients. I know that if I bake this correctly.
Not even the ingredients.
Yeah.
Here's the method to make it.
So
You need to figure out the ingredients.
So the recipe.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, just the method of making it. Because the ingredients are the jokes, the funny part, right?
Yeah.
But if you know how to make the jokes, you still have to come up with the shit to make them.
Mm.
But if you know how to get them from A to B with the idea, turning the idea from A to B into the actual thing, it's like, I can say this is hilarious. Because sometimes it's a matter of like a layout. You've got a hilarious concept and it's just a matter of like putting the word at the start, at the back, and then boom, it elicits a massive reaction.
And it's as simple as sometimes changing up your actual set.
Mm.
So putting it in the right spot. You've got the funny story, but you can't open with it because it's a meat-axe having sex with a Down syndrome person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't open with that because that's the intro to your stuff.
Yeah.
And then the audience goes like, where the fuck are they going to go from here?
Yeah.
And we see that a lot because, I still think I'm an open mic comedian, but you see some people go, they start with that joke and you're like, fuck.
I used to open with an incest joke.
Yeah.
And the reaction was, oh,
Mm.
still elicited a reaction. So in my head, I was like, this works.
Mm.
But then I realized if I'm doing a 10-minute set, I'll whack that in at 9 minutes.
Yeah. So you've built that rapport.
Yeah.
They know that you're not a fucking absolute scumbag.
Yeah. They're not
Yeah.
like, fucking Jesus, man. What are you
They're
doing?
close to knowing you're a scumbag by the end of the set, and then you just hit the last nail in.
Yeah, like, boom.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Incest. But you did the Annihilators, wasn't it?
Violators
Sorry. And those jokes.
are all dirty and foul and evil.
But that's the place for them.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a place for those jokes. And that's why when people say like, oh, you can't laugh about this, I'm like, yeah, you can. There is. You're just not the audience.
I opened up that with at the start of it. I'd tell one fucked up joke as like a start off, like a self-deprecating joke, and then go, look, I want you to turn to everyone next to each other and just look at them and say, it's okay to laugh at anything you want.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't feel like you have to hold it in because you're like, oh, the person next to me might be judging me for laughing at this. We're all here to laugh at fucked up shit because laughing at fucked up shit is shining a light on the darkness.
Mm.
If we hide pedophiles from the world, they fuck kids in the dark. But if we joke about it, we know they exist and we know it's fucked up.
So they fuck them in the light.
So that you can, it's like having a fucking flashlight. You can be like, stop it. Stop doing that, man. We don't like this. But if you never know it exists, you can pretend it doesn't exist. You can pretend the world's nicer than it is, but it's not. So like, you got to talk about that shit. Huh?
It's full of pedos.
Fuck, man, it's fucked up. There is definitely too many of them people out there. That is an area of human being that I'll never understand. I don't know if I want to. I've thought about it. Like, could I get a convicted pedophile on the podcast to ask them like, what the fuck is your problem, cunt?
Yeah.
A
bit.
But I just don't. I've got no sympathy.
He just makes really good points, and you're like, oh shit.
The thing is, like most people, I can gather their perspective. I can go this, like I can try and look through their eyes.
Yeah.
Them ones, I can't.
It makes no real sense, to be fair.
I can't find any angle of it that goes, yeah, unless it is, and the only angle I think it could be is, it happened to me, so I must do it to others.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the one that they push forward.
And then that's just like, then you're evil.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah, I want to do it to other people. I'm powerful, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I suffered, so you must suffer.
Yeah.
That's and that's the only angle that I think. But then in that case, I don't want to interview you. I don't want to know that. You can tell me. I already know it. And you're an asshole and I hate you. and I probably want to bash you after the podcast.
Let's see. Yeah. This is where I interview pedophiles and then I beat the shit out of them. The guy's just like, what?
Yeah, he died like a week after my podcast. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened.
I know.
I told a couple of people who he was, and then they came and beat him and took him.
Yeah. My brother, one of them used to like do security a long time ago, and he said that one of the dudes like that he worked with was just like, yeah, on the weekends we just like find out where pedophiles live and go beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, well, there you go.
I kind of don't have a
I think my
problem.
brother was like 19 or 20, just like, yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's like I kind of don't have a problem with that, but then there's false accusations.
Well, we were talking about that off air and stuff. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. But also too, like, if they're convicted, nah.
But then people have been to jail for things they didn't do before as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, it's like just because someone's really good at...
When was it they're really convicted? Like 110% facts, video.
Well, there's that dude in WA, like...
Declared.
Last name's like Dragon or something, who's been in and out, Penderfield, something Dragon or some shit like that.
Oh, was he in the paper recently?
Yeah, every time he gets out of jail, within a week he's back in doing it.
Yeah.
That dude?
Just kill him.
That's the one you can kill.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Just mentally not.
Whatever's going on in there.
Mental institute, keep him in there forever.
Just kill it. Or just, what purpose
like,
is keeping that alive be?
What do they do? Like chemical castration?
I imagine that doesn't even stop it. Like, is it a horny thing or is it a punishment thing?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. I do want to know the answers, but I don't because I don't want to speak to them enough.
Well, I'll do you
Too much hate.
I'll do you a favour. If I've got any convicted pedophiles living in Perth and you want to go on Darcy's podcast, send him a message. He might have different thoughts at the time, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, he's against it, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to do any plugs? Because that's us, man.
That's us. Listen to the Getting Deep podcast.
Which will be in the links. He talks to a lot of people who have gone through a lot of different things and stuff. So if you're into more of a deeper podcast.
Yeah, I try to, my whole idea is finding a perspective of someone and trying to dig that out of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea of Getting Deep is I'm digging into them as a person. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes we just end up talking surface level shit, but I try my hardest to not stick it there.
Yeah.
But some people get distracted. Some people think they want to get deep. They don't.
That's when you got to lube them up. That's his other podcast.
Slide in.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.